Smart trader, there is a concept I want to talk about, which is the finding the best liquidity sweep that could give rise to price reversal. You understand? So, and these are there's a candle formation that I will show you. You understand? That will make this thing right for you. If you cannot find the direction of the market, it is going to be very, very difficult for you as a trader. You understand? To even trade in the market. First of all, you want to know the direction of the market before you start doing anything. So let's go to my board. Let me demonstrate how to find a strong bias in the market using this type of candle formation and liquidity sweep. So on my board here, you can see clearly that we have a liquidity sweep. You understand? And this liquidity sweep, the moment this candle goes up and wicks up towards the upside and take out this liquidity sweep, you discover that the candle eventually close within the range of this high. You understand? This is the high. You understand? And when the liquidity sweep happen to the up, the candle eventually close within the range. You understand? Within the range of this high, this previous high. It does not close above, it close within the range, and that is it. That is what you want to use and gauge your bias in the market. First of all, ask your question. There's a liquidity sweep, right? Does the liquidity sweep has the candle that caused the liquidity sweep closing within the range? If it closes within the range, then it means it is a valid one. And you are going to see on my board here that whenever the next candle is going to be printing, it is going to print continuously towards the upside, and it's going to be pushing towards the upside, because of course it has already shown you that the candle that caused the liquidity sweep already closed within the range of this previous high. You understand? So the market will continue towards the direction of the liquidity sweep. You understand? So this alone gives you a kind of bias in the market. So it is up to you now to find your point of interest in conjunction with this thing, another confluence. When you find another confirmation in conjunction with this type of liquidity sweep, it becomes your confluence rather. Yes. So let me show you another type of liquidity sweep that I considered a not so good liquidity sweep. Let me show you as we go towards the downside. This is it. This here on my board, you can see clearly that this type of liquidity sweep does not have a good strong bias. You understand? When this type of liquidity sweep happen on your chart, you may not eventually see the market pushing towards the downside. You understand? Because the body of this candle close above. You understand? They close above this previous high. You understand? So the chances of the market continue towards the upside is very high. So you will likely see the market do something like this, and it will continue towards the upside. You understand? So this type of liquidity sweep, it is not considered a strong liquidity sweep. Majority of the time it becomes a break of structure, and once the market retraces to maybe fair value gap like this, you will see the market moving aggressively towards the upside. You understand? So you see the market tapping into this fair value gap, and boom, it will continue towards the upside. So this type of liquidity sweep, you don't want to take it. You want to take it with a pinch of salt. You understand? You don't want to take it with your whole heart. You understand? But whenever it is this type of liquidity sweep above, this type of liquidity sweep, you want to go all in, because this type of liquidity sweep justify itself. Why? Because if you look at it, the candle body close within the range. It closed within the high. This high here closed within it. So you may likely see the market pushing towards the downside whenever this type of liquidity sweep happens. Some of you will be like, okay, can you give us an example? Can you show us on the chart? Don't worry, I have you covered, my friend. So look at this chart here. You can see clearly that there's a liquidity sweep right here. You understand? Look at the liquidity sweep, and after the liquidity sweep, the market taps into this demand level, right? The market taps into this demand level right here, because I'm using this rejection block. And look at it, my friend. This is your confirmation right here. The liquidity sweep don't just happen. It happens with this candle that caused the break, the liquidity sweep to the downside, this particular candle. you can clearly see that this bearish candle closed within the previous low. You understand? It doesn't close below it. If it close below it, it will not be a valid order block or liquidity sweep anymore. You understand? And given the fact that it touches this demand zone, because we are using this rejection block now, since it closed within this rejection block, it is another extra layer of confirmation. So you can target a 1 to 2 risk reward ratio. You understand? If you target this level, you understand, you are going to take your TP straight away using this liquidity as your reference point. You understand? You can use this liquidity above. Let me take this guy out. Yes, you can take this liquidity as your target point. You understand? The moment the market push, and you are going to discover that you are going to hit your TP instantly. So this thing works, guys. So let me go on and show you another setup right here. Look at this setup. You can see clearly that once we have that liquidity sweep, this is the candle that caused the liquidity sweep, right? You understand? The moment we have that liquidity sweep, what do you see next? You see that the body closed within the range. You understand? Look at the body. The body closed. It does not close below this previous bearish candle. It closed below, above it. It closed within the range of that previous candle. So eventually the market pushed towards the upside. You understand? And you can get a nice risk to reward from that trade. You understand? Let's say you enter from the moment this candle open, right? You understand? You enter from here, boom, just put your stop loss a little bit here. You understand? You are already in profit. You understand? Although you may see a little pullback, but eventually push into your profit aggressively. And if you decide to hold further, you can see that the market still continue pushing towards the upside, right? So let me show you another example. This time a bullish scenario or a bearish scenario, right? So look at it. This is a liquidity here. The moment the price take this liquidity, the body close within the range. You understand? It does not close above, and boom, you can see the market start shooting towards the downside eventually, right? So this thing happen in the market, and I can go on and continue showing you that this thing do occur in the market often than you can think. You understand? And I want you to look at this particular example. Look at this one. Very nice. You understand? Look at this. After the liquidity sweep right here, the body does not close below the previous low here. It closed above. So the moment this particular candle, this 15-minute candle close within that range, the next candle you can now take your trade from there. Put your stop loss below it. Boom, you are already in profit. You understand? So this thing works, my friend. It works. So if you want to gain more knowledge about the market and learn how this thing works, you can equally join our Telegram community so that you learn this thing in detail. You understand? So let me show you further example. Some of you will be like, I know you will be like, okay, maybe this thing doesn't happen often enough in the market. No, my friend, it happens in the market majority of the time. Let me show you. But if you want to have a long winning, let's say if you want to have a strong winning rate, you understand, you have to be taking the trade from a major zone. You understand? Look at this beautiful example right here. You understand? After the market close above this liquidity here, all this liquidity, the market close above it. The moment the market close within this liquidity, take out this liquidity and close within it, what do you see? Boom, the market starts pushing towards the downside. And if you were to take your straight from here or short trade from here, you enter like from this place and you target the nearest liquidity, you are already in profit. You understand? So this thing works, and you want to join us in our community to see us how we use this thing day to day to find a mechanical setup and a repeatable pattern that you can equally use on your own end. Kindly join our Telegram so that you can learn more from us. Thank you. Peace out for now.